As I step into this virtual space, I invite everyone to simply take an initiating, pausing breath. And from the place of the beginning, I will say, good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to Louisville Center for Spiritual Living's first unique Sunday multi-meditation service this April 26th of 2026. I am Reverend Vicki Jeter, your minister for Louisville Center for Spiritual Living. See, everything's different, so it doesn't feel all the same. We do thank you for being with us on this Sunday, and I will be facilitating today with the assistance of our practitioner of the day, Tammy Ellis, and the wizard, Vernon. And in this moment, we're simply going to begin our experience with opening prayer. Settling in and opening to the recognition of the one power, the one presence that is eternal and everlasting love and law. One life, one love, one infinite harmony that is all that is in existence. There is no other. And as the all is all, the all is all I am. As the all is all, it is all of everyone within the sound of my voice, according to each person's way and each person's signature as an expression of divine creation. Mind, heart, and soul. And from this alignment, I realize in my experience right here and right now that the investments that have been made in this very special day, in the brainstorming and the people sharing and the lights going on within as people realize that we have an opportunity to delve into meditation in community, to take the experiences that we have individually that we call meditation and multiply them exponentially by sitting in that space together, learning from each other to see where meditation can take us that maybe we haven't known before, because none of us have done it all. We all have a unique experience. And so I am blessed and blessing to have this opportunity. I can't wait to see what comes of it within our time today. I can't wait to see what comes of it moving forward, as it is an ongoing, evolving process. So for this time and for this knowing, for everyone experiencing this within the sound of my voice, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. I release it, I let it be, and so it is. So, because today is different than our usual Sunday, let me first give you a preview. We want to let you know that we are recording this, as I'm sure you heard, but we're not sure whether we're going to put this up or not, because there might be very personal things you're experienced, and we're going to wait and see. We're going to have it for history's sake, and if an individual said to me, I would really like to see that recording, of course we could share it with people that have been here, but we may not put it up live. And if we do, it will not include anybody's personal process of any kind. It'll just include the people that are leading the meditations and what the content of the meditations are. So I want to give you some brief background about the meditations that we're going to be experiencing and some highlights about each type we're doing today. And then I'll open the meditative space with a centering meditation that's very particular. Most of you have probably heard before, but it creates a field of unconditional love And when you think about that, that's significant because actually it's the space that we enter into meditation in that lays part of the foundation of how that process will serve us. And then once we have the atmosphere laid of unconditional love, we're going to be experiencing a focal point meditation, and we'll be using the focal point of your choice. We'll go over that a little later. And then we're going to do a guided body-oriented meditation. And then from the body-oriented meditation, we're going to learn some about Qigong, because yesterday was International Tai Chi and Qigong Day. And I've already heard from at least one of our community that it was awesome because she went and immersed herself in those practices with a group of people. And then after the Qigong, we're going to be doing a new process that's called triangles meditation. And I'm very excited about this because it's going to be facilitated by Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. And this will be something that you can take with you and carry on in community throughout your week and maybe ongoing. And with that, we're going to go through everything that keeps us in our heads, which means next we're going to do announcements. So I'll turn this over to Tammy for announcements.
Good morning, everyone. Glad you're here. We're going to have a wonderful service today. For our first announcement today, we're going to have our first Saturday visioning like usual. So that'll be, it's already going to be May next week. So May 2nd, next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's for about 45 minutes. You're very welcome to join us on this Zoom, or you can call in at the numbers you see there. And that will be on any of this will be on the email. So if you need to look it up again to know how to sign on. But anyway, it is very wonderful. I've been to many of these. The visioning can be very healing, just wonderful. So please join us. And are happy to announce that Reverend Vicki Jeter will be our speaker for next Sunday, May 3rd. And the theme will be Divine Doubt, Self-Doubt as the Starting Block. After our service today, just as usual, please join us for sharing time. And now for our prosperity affirmation and giving time. We just want to thank you for all that you give us in prosperity, your time, your talents. It keeps our wonderful Louisville Center for Spiritual Living thriving and growing. We gratefully accept your credit card or debit card. You'll see the copy in the of the link in the chat. You can also use the PayPal or the Zelle online if you like. Or you can mail your check to Louisville Center for Spiritual Living, P.O. Box 43958, Louisville, Kentucky 40253. If you'd like to say together with me on the count of three, our April prosperity affirmation, 1, 2, 3. I am a persistent and prosperous, life-affirming vessel of spirit. And I pass to Reverend Vicki for blessing of the gifts.
Thank you so much, Tammy. I was having trouble getting my where I needed to be to do the blessing. Oh my goodness, so much fun. And this little basket just loves all these things that we do. You know, I say all the time that Louisville Center for Spiritual Living collectively is an entity that is actually in the room. And I realize now that this little basket is the seat where the entity of LCSL stays. And so this little basket will be meditating with us, meditating on your prosperity, meditating on the collective prosperity. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all being here. Thank you for continuing to spread this word that with consistency, beautiful things are happening at LCSL. Thank you, God. I release it, I let it be, and so it is. And now we would like to invite you to enjoy opening song. This also is very unique. We don't even have a slide for it. This is our song to, again, cultivate the atmosphere of preparing to spend an extraordinary time in a meditative space. And this is from a Japanese artist called Kitaro. When we were planning for Unique Sundays, one of the people said, well, if you do an in-depth, unique topic, is there going to be a message at all? Because I come for the message. So I said, well, I will make sure and do a brief message, which actually for today works out very well because I think it's a good idea to take these opportunities and maybe learn a little bit more about meditation. And so I'm going to speak just briefly on most of the types of meditation that we're going to experience today. And so the first one is a focal point meditation, which most of you have probably practiced. And I don't know if you might have ever heard it called a focal point meditation, but the term focal point is part of the key because, of course, it comes from the word focus. And one of the biggest challenges I hear people talk about in the practice of meditation is it doesn't seem like I can settle down long enough. Like I'll have an intention to meditate and I'll sit down and the next thing I know, I'm thinking about cooking dinner, or I'm thinking about the person that cut me off in traffic or whatever it might be. And that feels unsettling. It doesn't feel like we're having the experience of meditation that we're intended to have. However, actually, that is the point. Focal point meditations are intended to help us practice training, having the choice over where we have our thoughts and feelings. So when you sit down to meditate, you have either a visual or mantra focal point or anything else that you have that you're focused on. And you start focusing. And then when your mind drifts, when your thoughts drift, you stop without judging and bring it back to the focal point. And I often describe this as like training a puppy because our spirit and soul and our mind, they want to work together in the same kind of way that a puppy wants you to be happy with them. But what do you have to do with a puppy? You have to show a puppy over and over again what you would like it to do. And so it's the same kind of thing. You sit to meditate, your mind wanders, you stop and bring it back to the focal point. And the more you do that, the stronger that spiritual muscle gets. And the more you do that and the stronger that muscle gets, the longer your system will go without getting distracted by your everyday thoughts. So then moving on, the next meditation is going to be Qigong. And Qigong is actually the fundamental, the original first basis moving into Tai Chi, which I didn't know. I learned that in the process of getting ready for this. As I was mentioning before, yesterday was World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. And apparently that happens on the 25th of April every year. And it has been dedicated as Tai Chi and Qigong Day since 1999, and it's global. And the practice of Qigong and Tai Chi are thousands of years old. And it was one of the first things that was discovered that brought together spirituality and the body. Pardon me. And it actually speaks to one world, one breath. And so that will come on the end of our body meditation. And then we're going to do a triangles meditation. I'm saving the most of this for Tammy because she has really poured herself into this. It's just been lovely to do and to watch. But the thing to think about with regard to triangles meditation is that it is based spiritually on the triad and the power of the shape of a triangle. And in one way, this is going to bring forth an opportunity to really make use of what Carolyn talked to us about last week about 1-minute meditations. And you'll see why that is by the end of it. But we'll go back to that. I just wanted to put that out here like a little planted seed. And then at the very end, in the place of closing music, I have a surprise for you all. And I'm not even going to name what it is. But just know there's one more very special thing at the end that I think you are going to like. And with that, let me invite you to check in, see if you're really comfortable. None of these are going to go too long. Because if you're thinking, oh my goodness, I can't spend a whole hour meditating, we're going to be shifting and doing different things with the meditations. And you can always get up and move if you need to. But our first step is going to be taking just a few minutes to cultivate the atmosphere of unconditional love. And our center has learned this practice through listening to Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith at the beginning, actually, of the visioning process that we do on first Saturday. That starts with cultivating unconditional love, because anytime we can get ourselves into a field of love like that, whatever else we're doing, whether it would be meditation or visioning or even being with our families, if we can be coming from a field of unconditional love, whatever the potentials are for what we're doing there are going to be magnified. And because of that, I just invite you now to settle back in, drop from your cognitive mind, take a breath, and then relax into your normal breathing. And as you do, entertain your understanding of the greatest unconditional regard you have ever experienced. You might consider it unconditional love. You might consider it compassion. You might consider it the love of a grandparent or a teacher that really saw you when you were young. Just breathe and begin to entertain your deepest understanding of unconditional love, appreciation, and high regard. If you can find that for yourself, drop there. Open your heart. If you have experienced it from someone else, invite them into this space. Invite the memories of having felt unconditional love. If it's for you expressing that for your child or your beloved, bring that into the space. Recognizing that that is the presence of universal spirit. It is all around you. It is in you, as you, and through you. It is in, as, and through everyone in this virtual space. Divine Spirit, omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, is all we are, right here, right now. And as you begin to allow that feeling to flow, just imagine it magnified times 10. And breathe. Wider, deeper feeling. Breathe once again and imagine that unconditional love and high regard is encompassing your entire home, your entire city, your entire space, every cell of your being and every aspect of your life, right here and right now. Unconditional love, compassion, and high regard. As we move into the focal point meditation, I invite you either to gaze at the slide, the candle slide. You can use this as your focal point if you're a visual person. If you would like to use a mantra, I invite you to choose just one word or phrase that comes to you in this moment that you're going to set at the center of your thoughts and use to come back to. And we're going to be here for 5 or 6 minutes, just making space and allowing to practice this process. And I invite you to keep in mind not only that this is the space that you're in, that you're strengthening your ability to direct your thoughts and feelings, but that you're doing it with your entire community. And when we come to the end of the time, I will gently invite you to come back. Taking a few more breaths in this process, gently and easily bring yourself back, conscious of the more shared. Take the slide down. From here, I invite you, if you choose, to allow my voice to take you through a guided meditation. This is particularly a body-oriented meditation. So if you need to stretch or shift a little bit, do what you need to do to once again get comfortable for the next few minutes from just a slightly different perspective. Find your position. Take a moment to focus on your breathing and observe. Observe your breathing. Notice your breath going in and out, breathing all the way in, filling your lungs, and feeling your abdomen expanding with each inhale. Exhale slowly and completely. Continue to breathe deeply and notice. Notice any tension in your body. Without judgment, just notice and observe. If you notice tension, breathe love into that area and relax. Now, become aware of your feet. Appreciate how your feet have served you in helping you to get around all the places your feet have taken you. Feel the sensation of your feet on the floor. Notice if there's any tension or tightness in the muscles of your feet. Breathe love into your feet and relax. Allow your awareness to move up to your calves, knees, and thighs. Is there any tension or pain within these precious areas that allow you to move, walk, and run? Breathe love into your legs and notice as they become even more relaxed. Raise your attention now to your hips, buttocks, and pelvis area. Notice if there's any tension or discomfort anywhere in these areas. Appreciate how all these areas have served you throughout your life. Breathe love into your hips, buttocks, and pelvic area. Notice as they relax. Become aware of your lower back and stomach. Notice if there is any discomfort or tension in these areas without judgment, just loving regard. Observe the many organs, muscles, tendons. Notice your spine. Appreciate the functions of all these organs, muscles, and vertebrae. Think about the benefit of all these functions for you, how important they are. Breathe into your stomach and lower back and notice as they become even more relaxed and at ease. Raise your awareness to your chest and upper back. Notice if there's any discomfort in these areas. Be aware of the beating of your heart and how it fuels your entire system with life-giving blood. How it acts as a messenger for your love. Breathe love into your chest and your upper back and notice as they become even more relaxed. Now become aware of your arms, wrists, hands, and fingers. Is there any tension in these areas? Appreciate how they've helped you in receiving and giving throughout your life. Be aware of any tension or discomfort in your arms. Breathe love into your hands, your fingers, your fingertips, your wrists, and notice as they become even more relaxed. Become aware of your shoulders. Notice any tension or discomfort in this strong area of your body. Notice any burden you have been carrying on your shoulders without judgment. Imagine any burdens lifting up off of your shoulders. Breathe love into your shoulders and notice as they melt into deeper relaxation. Raise your attention to your neck. Notice any tension or discomfort there without judgment, but accepting and embracing it with love. Appreciate how your neck has served you in your ability to turn and observe your surroundings, to look over your shoulder and see what has been behind you or that may have been following you. Breathe love into your neck and notice as it melts into deeper relaxation. Raise your attention to your head and face. Notice if there's any tension in any area of the command center of your body. Be aware of all the special talents possessed in this miracle of anatomy. Your ability to see wondrous sights with your eyes, hear the whispering of the wind with your ears, smell fragrant scents, speak your needs and your wisdom, taste and eat with your mouth. Observe your brain and its connection and moderation of your entire nervous system. Observe the vibrancy of this electrical masterpiece. Breathe love deeply into your head and face. Notice as they become even more relaxed. Now be aware of your entire body and notice how it all functions together as a whole. Observe your energy body. Perhaps you can see it as light and color. See the intersections of energy lines moving up your spine and to the top of your head. Notice the vibrancy of your energy body, your aura, which radiates many feet beyond your physical body. Breathe love into your body and your energy body, and notice as they become more vibrant and more relaxed. Appreciating the magnificence of your body. When it feels right to you, take a few more deep breaths, exhaling slowly with each one, gradually returning your attention to your surroundings. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Now, I just want to invite everyone to really stretch a little bit. Now we're going to shift into some body movement with just one set of basic Qigong. And so, as this begins, you can either do this movement standing. The person who demonstrates it's going to be standing, but this is movement that you actually can do sitting as well. I tried it out, so I know you can do it sitting. And it's not going to just dive right in because he explains a little bit too before you can start moving. But I hope you'll have fun with this. And this whole thing is actually on a little video, so there's not a whole lot that I need to say about it. Go ahead, Vernon.
Hi, my name is Ken Gray, and I am a certified Tai Chi Cha instructor at HSS. In this video, I'd like to briefly explain and demonstrate some of the easy to follow Qigong forms. Qigong is the precursor to Tai Chi, and so it's very helpful to start with these movements before learning Tai Chi. It's estimated that Qigong exercises go back about 4,000 years, and they emphasize breathing, stretching, enhancing circulation, and calming the mind. The first exercise is called Push Hands to Heaven. And this is very good for regulating respiration, digestion, and elimination. Also, stretching the back and relaxing tense and stiff muscles. So to begin, bring the feet about shoulder width apart, interlace the fingers below the navel, and we're going to breathe in and lift the hands up. And now push the palms forward and bend at the hips, breathing out. Flatten the back. Straighten up, breathe in, stretch, push the palms up, look up with your eyes, and breathe out, coming down, pushing the palms out to the side. And we repeat, and come up, breathe in. Again, folding at the hips, breathe out as you push forward, flattening the back, weight to the heels, and straighten up, breathing in. And breathe out. And one more time, lifting up to the heart and pushing forward, stretch, flatten the back, and straighten, come up, breathing in, and breathe out. In between, we do what's called a harmonizing breath. Very gently bringing the hands up to heart level and gently coming back down.
I'm so tempted to see how you all like that, but let's save it for sharing time. Because just offering a little shift now, this is going to bring us into our triangles with Miss Tammy. Give me 1 second. I need to make sure. Oh, there we. Oh, that was interesting. Okay, so let me look at one thing here to make sure that I'm not forgetting anything. No, I am not. Just to introduce Tammy. Tammy's going to start this out, and then at a certain point, I will pair you all off.
Good morning, everybody. It is my honor to lead this triangle meditation. This is kind of new to me. Some of the things are the same as some meditations I've done before, but it's fun to do something different. The triangles meditation process is pretty wonderful. The triangle, as you imagine, is one of the strongest geometric and energetic structures there is. Spiritually, this is evidenced in the Trinity being found in almost every spiritual tradition. In science of mind, our triad is spirit, soul, and body. There's an organization simply called Triangles that has begun a movement of prayer by partnering in groups of 3 for the practice of meditatively spreading love and light within each triad. It's a practice that each member of the triad commits to do with each of their triad members in mind at least once daily for about a minute. This is done knowing in consciousness that each triad is woven like a net to other triads committed to the same practice all over the globe. For you fishermen, or people, even if you've just seen a net in any fashion or form, those triangles that it's made of makes that net really strong. All right, so let's just, well, anyway, I was just going to say this meditation is a wonderful way to connect our own powerful light with other people's lights, to sense peace in an expanded network and send it out from ourselves into the world, from ourselves to the triad into the world. So now I just invite you to focus your eyes on something or close your eyes. Let's breathe together. If it works for you, let's breathe into the count of 3, hold to 3, and then let go of your breath on the count of 3. Please do this differently if you're guided to in your own body. So let's breathe in, 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. Breathing out. 1, 2, 3. And one more time. Let's breathe in to the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3. Now just return to your own breathing. Imagine the amazing light within you. You might visualize it as a candle flame flickering, or a solid light like a light bulb or a lantern, or your choice. As you focus on your own amazing light, visualize and see your light connecting to the other two people's lights in your triangle. Send love and light and peace within your triangle to each other. You can breathe it in, feeling love and peace. Keep what you need, and then as you breathe out, send it to the other two people in your triangle. So your triad is filled with lots of beautiful love, light, and peace. And we're going to take about 3 minutes to do this. And now see your triangle of love and light now connecting to all the other triangles with the people at this service today. Visualize, sense, Feel all the triangles connecting together like a big, beautiful net. Like string connecting with one another, or like lights from flashlights shining between each other. Visualize, sense, feel all the lights being connected in a beautiful, bright network of triangles. See, sense all of our strong, powerful, beautiful lights connecting in our triangle formed net community. Feel, sense, see this connection, our oneness with each other and our divine source in this unique, beautiful way. Now let's bring our minds to a time when we felt peace. Allow yourself to feel, sense, and experience peace within you. Feel it. Be peace. I am peace now, in this moment, in my triad, and in this beautiful network of triangles. As we experience and allow peace to flow within ourselves, within each of our triangles, we send peace out from our triangle to the other triangles in the network. Experience peace flowing within ourselves to each other through our network connection of our beautiful net of triangles. As a network together, we send out peace to others nearby us, locally, into our neighborhoods, the city or area where we live, out across our state. Breathe in, fill yourself with peace with each breath, and send out peace with each breath to each of these areas. Let's continue to breathe in peace. And as we continue to breathe out, we now send peace out to all of the United States, all Puerto Rico, Virgin Islands, Hawaii, sending out that peace all over the U.S. We continue to breathe in and out, sending peace out with each breath out into the world, to our other fellow human beings, to the plants and trees, to the animals and ocean life. Breathing in peace and breathing out peace throughout our beautiful globe, Mother Earth. Knowing that there's always plenty of peace to just call in within ourselves and to send to others. We take a few deep breaths as we remember how this was for us and start coming back to your space. When you are ready, allow your mind and spirit to gently come back to where you are, knowing you can always acknowledge triads and the beautiful network of triads at any time. If you'd like to move your body a little bit, move your fingers and your toes. Just allow yourselves to open your eyes and come back to the beautiful faces in the Zoom room when you're ready. Thank you for experiencing this together with me. And so it is.
And so it is. Thank you, Tammy. So we have one last cherry on top meditation that is actually doubling as our closing music. And when we come to the end of that, I will be doing our closing treatment, and that will close this service. And so I'm tempted not to even describe this because you guys will see it and experience it for yourselves immediately. This will go for 4 to 5 minutes as our closing song. Go ahead, Vernon. And with that, we simply say, I recognize one life. That life is all I am. As that life is all I am, I realize in this moment that my every thought, my every breath, my every word is the life of God, perfect, whole, and complete, here, now. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God. I release it, I let it be, and so it is.